What's going on, my Libras? What is happening, guys? This is your girl, Miss RHW, with another love reading for you guys. We're going to be taking a look at what's going on with your love life from August, during Leo season, of course. So, if of course you're new here, just want to give y'all a heads up. This is for Libras. Sun, Moon, Rising doesn't necessarily have to be um, the Libra we're talking about here because this is a collective reading for Libra, of course, different in different angles, aspects. That means we're going to have different storylines. So just keep that in mind. If some aspects don't resonate with you, leave the space for that person, whoever the other Libra might be, to collect their reading. All right, what is going on here? All right, but aside from that, let's see what's going on with love for Libra for August. Love for Libra in August. Let's love for Libra in August. No, Libra. Oh, Libra. This deck is annoying as well. I need to clear it. Like, what? It's annoying. Oh my gosh. See, listen, it's just me being a brat. Trying my best to disconnect from this reading. Just be the reader. All right. Like, why? Because I'm a Libra. Okay. Anyway, Libras. Goddamn. So, okay, I get these two right here. Depression alone. Don't do that. Okay. Listen, I know why you're feeling this way. I have ideas. I shouldn't say I know why, but I can come up with 1,000 different ideas as to why this forever alone vibe is kind of giving waves of like impending doom. Let me tell you something. Frogs may be crossing your path right now, Libra, but these are just people who are going to help you to know what prince or princess you may encounter. Okay? Some of you guys are also taking this time as well to just focus on your work because life is just so unpredictable. It's feeling very unstable. Do you feel like the only people you can trust right now is yourself? And I feel like some of you are maybe thinking that you're better off just going ahead and saying, you know what, I'll take my chances doing this by myself. I don't really think I need anybody at all now. For some of you, you guys know that that is not a path that you feel most like to take. Like, there's some doubts about you doing something. Okay. Some of you guys, I don't know if you guys are dealing with a Virgo. Maybe in some portions and parts of this reading you may have. But I don't really feel like this is really the focus. I don't think one sign is really the focus. Because you see, you got meditation energy here on your own, deep thinking. I see this Nine of Swords is the depression card. It's overthinking sometimes, taking advantage and peering in their most vulnerable moments, which is in your sleep. You can't seem to feel like you don't feel like you have a break, or you don't feel like you have a break very much. You feel like you're kind of running into things. There's this vibe that like even when you're in a crowd and when even when you're within a crowd of people, you still feel kind of alone. You still feel like you're dealing with all this by yourself. You're shut out or disconnected in some way. And it's in a disconnection that doesn't necessarily feel disempowering, but definitely maybe lonely. This could be that you have a certain vision in mind. You want to work with people you can trust and who will want to carry your vision out through because, I mean, collaborating with others would be the ticket to kind of like freeing your time up, freeing your energy up, so you have the freedoms to do other things. But not working together is that this so like of course the spread I haven't really broken down the placements for you, but this usually indicates here that this is the root of the problem, reason for us asking, and then the question itself in regards to love. I think for some of you, you guys want to get the hang of being single. I think you guys are stressed about getting into a new relationship because then that means that you have to compromise some things about where you've been or what's kept you solid and stable and structured for some time. Even if it may be a chaotic mess, or maybe not be ideal or how you like it, it's still yours and it's still in under your control to tweak and adjust. But you feel like partnership may actually be the thing that holds you back. Why? This is totally not your energy, Libra. I mean, I'm not saying you can't, you shouldn't take yourself seriously and put yourself first and do things on your own per se. But when a task has gotten to be too overwhelming, or when it's taking up more time than it needs to, and you're working harder instead of smarter, then you are feeding into whatever this negative talk is because you're just you're in a way it's like displacing yourself from being able to do something about it from with all the responsibilities you're putting on top of yourself. Love can come, definitely. The second that there is a way for you to put some things aside, have a recuperative moment of true genuine relaxation, and acknowledging of your own mental stuff. Like you're not going to be able to fix that physically, mentally, and emotional, spiritual acknowledgement is what's going to get this stabilized. And then the next person that comes in is gonna, you're not gonna feel distracted. You're not gonna feel like you can't give all that you can to the next person. Because I feel like for some of you guys, you're feeling like you're kind of, you may be a narcissist. You may be asking yourself too many questions and not enough of the other person. You may be noticing that and you're like, man, I don't like how much I've been about myself, but then at the same time, I've liked being considered. I like always knowing that I won't always have to suffer and sit and endure something that I feel like would be fair if it was the other way around, which I never get. You know, I don't see exchange here. I see like I've always overdone it. Now I've gotten to a place where I can see and control my overdoing it. I have to let that go. And like I said, Libra. This is someone. This is that's for someone that's a Libran right now. This is big, right? This is like a kind of a crisis of faith. Like this is a bit of your own self. You know, self esteem is coming through. I just feel like in regards to work, in regards to building yourself up and making yourself this person where you're like, yeah, I can have my own back and not have to worry about. I can stand on my own. I can stand alone, and I can do this. There's something just here that suggests that like, yeah, but you still do need the help. You still need the help, and there is that humility that needs to come with asking for help, and it's more than just thank you. It's also consideration, and you know consideration probably better than most, aside from Aquarius, because when the Aquarius is listening to this, they're like, "What? We know about that." And I'd be like, yeah, 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 you do. You know everything. That's not, but this is not about you, though, Aquarius. But being considerate does mean like hearing other people's opinions, feedback, being embracing yourself for having maybe misjudged something and would have preferred the best outcome because we know everyone prefers the best outcome for themselves and people around them. Seeing how life would have possibly been easier if they've taken that path, but they didn't know any better, so the guilt can come in. The overthinking comes up strong with this reading here, guys. Like straight away, it's telling us right here that there's a lot of guilt. There's a lot of um holding ourselves back just because we feel like we've done too many crimes against humanity. And this considering us and being selfish is us protecting people, keeping people away, not hurting anybody. But we have hurt more than we realize ourselves, our own feelings, and other people's because we have separated ourselves. or not truly connecting with people in an authentic way. When I see this energy, this is someone that's allowed themselves to enjoy where they are, be in the moment, and acknowledge their personal beauty by acknowledging their accomplishments and achievements. Someone who's built their own sense of wealth and independence and be able to go and come as they please. But it's a gilded prison sometimes, because you're this person's only surrounded by their success and their accomplishments. They're only surrounded by the tasks that they have at hand, the responsibilities that they put forth for themselves. They can end that stuff immediately if they want to. It's their paradise. It's their utopia. It's their escape. And this is the card for Virgo. Where ironically, right? You think this card is about helping you kind of ground yourself. Whew, I had to do a quick puff, y'all, because I want to slow all this down. I feel like we're going too fast, and we're going too fast because we think we're running out of time, and we are not. We only run out of time because we think someone has got the next step or the next advantage ahead of us, and we do not know that. We need to stop thinking that someone's coming out to get us. We have to open ourselves to the potential of there being um love. I feel like this is a great parallel between literally Virgo and Pisces. The reason why I say that is because my mentor always suggests that this card here is very Virgoan. If you think about it, it makes sense. Of course, I'm not using the Rider Waite. I can't use the Rider Waite because, well, YouTube has a problem with readers in their ancient work, and they can't distinguish between them because they want to make money. And they want to make it off of children's backs, which is why I don't really understand it. These are why these called the baby proof readings. These are not for kids, by the way. These readings are not for children. If you are a child, please go watch something that's supposed to be your age group. But this is for adults who are trying to, sort out their love lives because they have the capacity to do what they need to do, own up to their own mistakes, and really examine and do all the internal work that they should be learning to do as kids. You should be making all mistakes and every mistake possible because you're in a safe space and zone to do that. You have 18 years to do all kinds of crazy shit and should be safe to do it. Of course, excluding breaking the law. Sorry, kids. There is a reason why you guys you have, it gets to a point where you have to be tried as adults. But in this sense, I'm not kind of trying to diverge from the reading itself here. I'm, I find this really shocking how this is like literally very Virgoan in the sense of like you guys are really thinking about the repercussions of your actions. I feel like you guys know isolating yourself hurts your relationships, but you also again have found it beneficial to put yourself first because again I think there's a principle. Excuse me. Still sick, y'all. Sorry. Because there's still a principle here that suggests that you know the value of taking care of yourself and making sure your needs are needed or taken care of. Excuse me, because if you're not taking care of your needs, you can't really be there for somebody else 100%. But you're noticing that maybe your overthinking is contributing to the pacing in which you take care of yourself. And so why I say pacing is because all this earth energy, bro. And then you got stagnation card here. I'm not gonna lie to you. Things are feeling like they come into a complete halt because you are the priority. You are not taking care of yourself in the way I feel like you should be, but you're stressing out so badly and being so unkind to yourself about it that it's perpetuating the cycle of just like, well, I need to take care of myself. I need to consider myself. I need to do all these things. And yet, there's no plan. There's no plan. And there's not to be shamed. There's no reason to be ashamed. There's too much pressure on yourself because you're trying to get yourself to work and you're not in the state of mind or feeling or the right body and it just all hurts or whatever. You're doing a lot. You're pushing through a lot. Like think of the amount of energy we got here. 9, 9, 8, 7. I mean, we got a little, decent. Like this is when like this is kind of a reprieve when we get threes. Oh, thank the Lord. But this here's a 9 as well. This here's a 7. There's a lot of heavy energy here. But this is to do with us going deeper in our subconscious, possibly now, and looking at what we are facing and dealing with. What are we not dealing with right now? What are we not looking at? What is our spirit saying to us that we need that needs to call to our attention? So we just stop, getting in our way and doing something that we know gets us on the ball and frees our mind and head up. We don't want people to help us in this area. We don't want to seem dependent here, which is why the Three of Pentacles is the problem. I don't understand how working with people could be a problem. The only reason why it would be a problem in this instance, Libra, is if you don't want to show people something about yourself. You don't want to come off as so is that you can't handle it yourself. You want the independence. You want the respect that comes with it, and you feel like saying something about it is going to make you look like a bitch. It's going to snatch that independence away from you. It's going to make you feel like you don't deserve to have what you're asking for, which is help, which is attention, stability, support, time, work. You need someone to pick up some slack so you don't have to drown under the weight of everything that you're doing. I say drown because there's a little bit of this mystery of there's a lot of things I could do, there's creative ways I can get help that will help me supply it. Okay, well, apply these ideas. There's no need to house up so many. There's no need to house up so many ideas and not do anything with them. You're never gonna know if they won't work if they don't work. And I don't think this is a situation where the Seven of Cups is saying you don't have to pick one and do it. You can do one at a time. And if once this hits this point, think about it. The Seven of Pentacles talks about a work in progress as it is. We are talking about the Seven of look at this. Look at this beautiful ass card, Eight of Pentacles. It's talking about work in progress right now. You're doing something that's already stagnating. So it's time to possibly shift gears. You've done all you can for one project, so you may need to switch gears and apply it to the other dreams and opportunities that help to expand this ability to then stay at, come out of your comfort zone, come out of that closet, come out of that room, come out of that confinement, that space that's not really going to, that you feel is kind of against your dreams, pushing back against your desires where you think you should go. And it's got a lot to do with you not seeing that partnership is possibly the way forward. Working with your partners, working with the people that you've already established a connection with, and getting those on the ball, fixing up ways to get that moving. But Virgo is the problem here. Was it Virgo? Is not the problem. I apologize. Virgo is coming up here in the external energy. She's asking you to plan. She's asking you to organize. She's asking you to see that the details are right here. Everything that you need is right here, and every step of the way can be done if you are allowing yourself agency to do it. You don't have to constantly sit here and think, well, okay, well, did I consider every contingency? Do I have a backup plan? Do I have a backup plan B? Do I have this? Do I have that? What do I have going for me? What do I need to do right now? How have I been? The constant overchecking of yourself is what's not making any momentum happen. It's suffocating you. It's keeping you from just saying, yes, go up and get up and do it. Because the hangman is in your outcome. It's suggesting here that you're still stuck. You're still not moving, babes. You're still not taking any action. What is going on? You're taking no action because of what? You're comfortable with where you are, even though it's not giving you any happiness. And it's not because it's not giving you what you need. It's everything you need. It's everything that you have and desire. It's helping you heal. But you're distressed because you can't give back. You're distressed because you're not a drain to where you are, but you're noticing where you can do way more than what you've been. And you've noticed that because of how much better you're feeling. And this isn't anything to be ashamed of. It's good to feel good about how much you're feeling better, how much you're getting better, how much under control you're feeling. You can do this, but you can also take the stress and not beat yourself up about it, about the crippling and momentous like you have a lot of either ideas going on, or you just are feeling overwhelmed with the task of doing something. And you don't need to do that because you are creating something that's going to help you set up a plan for the future. You have a strategy. You have things in order. If you don't, you can. This could be the beginning of a routine that can be repeated because you've started things off, and all you need to do, as what my mentor says, is tweak. All you need to do is just tweak. That's what my mentor says. I got lots of beautiful and smart, intelligent mentors out here. I've got wonderful, smart, intelligent people who've been through this as well. And the beautiful thing about us being Libras is that we don't feel humiliated. We don't feel too proud to hear that there's another way to do something. And if we do, we know that we are not the Librans that we say we are. We are more we're way more insecure than we allow ourselves to accept, so we can truly get the help we need. And it's not to be obedient, it's not to bring anybody down or nothing like that. It's to recognize it so we can say, okay, yes, all right, now we can get better. Now we can do something. Because you free yourself up from being wrong. You free yourself up from all this craziness that goes in with despair and reasons to um conspiracize against your potential for success. You don't want to do that. You don't want to put yourself in a situation where you think you're the reason so badly that you start to disbelieve your ability to execute. You can do what you put your mind to. You have dreams, you have ideas. You have these because you see the potential. Don't let yourself think that this potential is over ambitious. It's naive. Don't ever do that. You've gone too far anyway. Continue to push. Continue to fight. Continue to try new things to see where it lands you. Limitation is in the mind. It's coming up here. Nine of Swords. Hangman. It's showing up here. Libra, do not let yourself go there. Do not let yourself go there. And it's not to say that to not heal yourself, but do not let yourself sit. Don't let that weight linger about in your brain. Do something that's productive that helps you get in the process of doing something, and then get in the middle of doing exactly what you need to do. Even if it's a small something that you feel like is going to feel right, it's in the right direction. Something foolish, something silly, something anything. But it's time to revert our attention away from what we've been working on so hard that it hasn't really, it's halted traction because we can't do anything with it right now, and redirect it on all the other ideas and dreams that you already cooked up, already ready, sitting here like babies needing fertilization. Yeah, I said that. I said that shit. Yeah, I said that shit. It's graphic, right? I'm an adult, so I'm gonna have some readings where everybody can just pay and come in and watch or whatever. I do it for free, whatever, for adults, whatever. Or I can just be my damn self and not have to worry about being so crude. It's supposed to have fun. Anyway, dream the world into being, baby, baby. This is literally what this outcome said. Literally what that outcome said. You want to know why I said that? Because you got ideas, babes. You got other dreams. I see, like, okay, you got the main job going. The main job's got slow. Hey, you can't come in today. You can't come in today. The reason why is because people got COVID, and we also got slapped with a fine from state board, and so we can't come in. We can't go in right now until we've gotten a cleaning crew in, send the documentation, invoice, and the completion of the cleaning according to the state's regulations, and wait for approval to reopen. Right? Let's say some stupid shit, crazy, maybe not possible thing happened right here, like that, right? Somebody who works at a salon, could vouch for something. I don't know. They may not be like, bitch, that doesn't make any sense. No one's ever done that shit. That's fine. Walk with me through this scenario. You can do braids. You can do nails. You can do facials. You know of a nursing home up the street? You know of a girls' night out that's been planned at the church? If you go to it, I don't go to church. I'm no Christian, so I'm just gonna be honest. For those of you who watch this and are Christian, I know what it's like to hear all these hardworking ladies who support your church. My grandmommy is a fucking avid churchgoer, and she is dedicated to her Lord and Savior, and she will do what she feels is right for her church. She's been doing that for so long that we've had to tell her that she's putting her body so low on the priority scale, and it's eating at her ankles and her back and everything, that she's got to take it easy on herself more. When her people basically didn't even show in her any kind of compassion or love. I'm sorry, like I don't see any support from them. I don't hear anything from them, or they don't even know about what's going on. I don't know if they asked or they felt the need to. This woman basically worked her behind up, right? Like, you could do all kinds of stuff. You could crochet. And I say crochet, when I say put extensions in, I mean also you can maybe, make some home goods, make some cloths, make some baby hats. This is saying maybe it's time to start focusing on your passive income possibilities, your the ideas you have to do something on the side. Because this is about, hey, maybe you might want to build up on something else. It's okay to like be like, okay, you know what? Since this is on hold and I gotta like, readjust because maybe I'm too reclusive. I'm too kept up. I don't feel confident enough in this area, or there's just so much anxiety around this, or I can't feel I mastered this. I reached the top of it, but I can't do anything with it. I can't do anything with it. Something's going on where I can't be able to do my work and make the money I need to make. So you can't even focus on your love life at all. And you worry about your love life because you want to be able to choose the man you want, or choose a woman you want, and not necessarily just go with whoever comes your way because you're stressing. You're stressed. You feel like you're doing this all by yourself, and you got no one there to comfort you. And that's what the Knight of Pentacles looks like. You're comforted by the diamonds that you found, the diamonds that you made, diamonds that you bought. They won't leave in the night as I fear that they might desert me. That shit. No. Okay? No. I refuse for that for you. This is literally somebody just like, no. We're not gonna do this world alone forever shit. We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do that alone forever shit. We're working our asses off to do better. We've got so much going for us. Sorry, y'all. I didn't realize it was getting dark. It's starting to storm outside. So we're gonna read the lizard spirit because I've rambled enough. I've gotten too head up about this enough. Diamonds are forever. I can't help it. Okay. I'm sick too. Forever. Good morning, this ain't Vietnam still. People lose head because they're on for real. Okay, alright, that's all I know. Okay. When was the last time you basked in the sun and allowed yourself to to daydream, to imagine what might be and who you might become? Lizard spirit appears when you are called to let your imagination flow and dream something new. Inspiration is available to you now if you are willing to slow down. Let your eyes close a little, allowing dreams to dance in your head. You're not sleeping, babes! I should have said that from the start. You're not sleeping. This is literally the nightmares card. I can't sleep. I'm kept up at night. I can't breathe. Like, some of y'all maybe can't even fucking breathe. Now you hear me, I'm congested. So this is projection. But this is not sufficient sleep. You're not having dreams. You're stressing out. You're not sleeping well. You may have been having nightmares. And I hope you guys aren't. But maybe your dreams are distressing because they are good ideas. They're good dreams. And you feel like maybe you're not able to put them to use and you're stressed out about your abilities to do it. Could be that too. They could be good dreams, but you're mad because you're not able to do them, and you're stressing out because you want to do them, or you're getting anxious because you want to do them. You can see the potential. You can see where it can go. But you don't know where to do it, how to do it, where to do it. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on. Inspiration is available to you now if you're willing to slowly blah blah blah. Right. What might come into being if you were to pursue your dream? What might you grow and expand if you allow yourself to dare to believe in the impossible? Making it possible first in your dreaming mind and then in the world as you co-create with spirit. Give into the power of imagination, and soon your dream will become clearer, and the steps will reveal themselves. And what was ephemeral, and what was ephemeral will begin to coalesce into form. Dream it, be it. Spirit asks you to dare and to dream big, baby. I'm not saying stretch yourselves thin unrealistically, but you may have to try and go for one of them dreams that you didn't really think too hard on, but like, you know what, shoot, why not? Give it a try, see how it works, grow that business, focus on that, bounce it between two, but start somewhere. Start adding one on at a time. It don't have to be all at once. It don't have to be one and nothing else. It could just be incremental. You just do one when you get enough mastery over, like you have here, the next one. Get enough mastery over here, the next one. When you get up to a space where you go, okay, I can autopilot this, or oh, okay, I see where I can put this pattern in. You just increment. You don't need to smash it all together. There no need to be this vibe where I can't do anything. I don't know if this is gonna make any sense or work out. If this is really gonna connect. How am I gonna tell people what I need if I can't talk about it and I can't really express myself because all of this stuff is in my head about what I'm gonna do about it. This is just getting to the place where you're working so hard that you don't see that there's people around you that may not necessarily have to have the same dream you have, but have enough of a similar sort of direction where one is trying to head, that there can be sharing of the wealth, growing together, expanding yourself and your expertise by not necessarily being in the exact field or the exact structure or way that you're needing to do it right now, since there is a weird hold that you can't necessarily go past without time passing. Don't let your this time squander. Don't squander it. If you got time to do something else and really make yourself happy because it's giving you some time to really focus on your dreams, do it. Do it. You're not gonna be alone forever. Don't think about that relationship shit right now, because you guys are gonna bring in the type of person you want, because you're gonna be focusing so hard and being the person you want to be that would match that type of person that you're attracting, that you want to attract. You're so hard right now just to be the person that you want to attract in your life. Continue your journey. You will be happier that way, because then you will have that person you want, instead of when you attract someone through stress or attract somebody through um you know any other means, because again, you're just trying to fill a void that you didn't really want empty in the first place. Love is on its way. Continue to keep your minds focused. Shift your focus, shift your mindset as best you can away from forever alone to I'm gonna get my hustle on. My hands are magic making magnets. And I'm gonna have the best people in the world because I'm doing my best to be the best person I can be. Character through financial. I believe in you, Libra. And of course, until next time, y'all. Okay? Until next time. I'll see you on the other side.